Which of the following bodies reflect more thermal radiation? Would be a white, a black, a gray, or a rough body? Let's put a poll up. Have you guys? Yeah, majority got it right. Majority got it right, and the answer is indeed white. Okay. So what is the idea here? Why is it not the other ones? Well, the black one is the ideal one, and the ideal one is the one that absorbs 100% of the energy and emits 100% of the energy, right? So it does not reflect. If it absorbs everything, it's not reflecting anything, right? A gray body would be falling between the white and the black, so it's going to absorb some and reflect some. And the rough, what is the idea behind the rough? A rough is literally, if we zoom into a surface that has a certain roughness to it, it could have been between the rough and the other one. But the idea of the rough one is that, let's pretend this is white for the sake of everything being reflected perfectly. It's like a mirror, right? If it hits over here, perhaps it's going to go back like so, energy. But maybe if it hits over here, it's going to bounce over here and then bounce down like that. So now instead of having one opportunity to absorb energy, it has two or three, right? Likewise, if it goes here and bounces back here, maybe it bounces back here, maybe it comes in here, bounces back here and goes away. But the idea of a rough surface is that depending on the angle in which the energy comes, it will bounce back again into the same object. So note that we had some energy being absorbed here, and then some more energy being absorbed here, and then some more energy being absorbed here. So we have more opportunities to absorb energy. As a matter of fact, we actually do this when we're building solar panels, right? The idea of solar panels is that we want to extract as much energy as we can from the sun. So therefore, what we do is we make this little roughness so that we have more opportunities for this energy to be absorbed by the material, the semiconductor. Another way to remember this is to think about climate change, right, and greenhouse gas. Because one of the biggest problems is that we have places on Earth that have a high albedo, right? And a high albedo means that they have a high, they're reflecting a lot of the energy that's coming from the sun. Those regions are the polar caps, so places where we have snow, and places where we have sand are the main places with high albedo. So imagine that the energy coming from the sun is being reflected by the snow and also being reflected by the sand. But then what happens with climate change? Well, we have some of that snow melting, right? And if we have some of that snow melting, you get sort of a positive feedback loop. Because if we have some of that snow melting, now we have less surface reflecting energy, which means that we're going to have a higher temperature. If we have a higher temperature, more snow melts. If more snow melts, then less reflection, and so on and so forth. So that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of uncertainty around how fast and how catastrophic this is going to be, the idea of climate change and the idea of the greenhouse gas, because this positive feedback loop can accelerate things quite rapidly. Right, so that's another way for you guys to remember about the fact that a white body reflects more thermal radiation than the other possibilities here. Okay, so let me go ahead and